the major constraints in the agricultural systems in the Northeast is access to information, to products, and to business advisory services, particularly around soil degradation, pest control, and climate change. To build up key capacities for rural women and to address the constraint of lack of access to information, we studied the Food and Agriculture Organization model of the Farmers Field School and adapted the curriculum for women in Northeast Nigeria.
We've been able to learn how to plant with spacing on the ICPM plot. Apart from that, the farmers were able to learn how to measure the height of their plants, count the number of leaves, number of fruits, either dry or matured, and then make observations if there are pests or diseases. They make recommendations, and then they also try to find out the possible causes of what they observed. And apart from that, they've also we're also doing our ESTA on flip charts, which makes the learning easier.
We have come to educate our fellow women about the difference between the modern way of farming and the traditional way. We used to farm the traditional way without the knowledge of modern farming, but because of their arrival into our community, we have been enlightened on how to farm the modern way. For example, giving adequate space while planting. Initially, we plant anyhow without giving much thought to spacing.
The support that the Farmers Field School has received from us has come in the form of capacity building, like I mentioned, in good agricultural practices around cowpea production, rice farming, and also small ruminants production. Then we have also been providing basic life skill training for these women around group dynamics, around breaking the box to be able to assess and the market system around these value chains. So also we have been able to, through the master trainer, provide a lot of mentoring to ensure that the Farmers Field School are running as expected.
Today we have 1,800 female farmers working in 62 plots around Northeast Nigeria with 68 facilitators to learn not only good agricultural practices and access information, but to also to obtain linkages to different markets. And those locations, those plots now act as places where social cohesion can be improved and safe spaces where they can access information about nutrition, about conflict mitigation, and other challenges that they face in their daily lives.
It was quite new, like it was something different for some of them, because even if they engaged in other socioeconomic groups or VSLAs, which are the common socioeconomic groups you find in this context, it was new that they were learning technical things like good agricultural practices. So some of them thought it was something new that they had to measure their plants and actually monitor to be sure that the plants are progressing. The insect zoo activity, where they needed to check if the insects on their farm are friends or foe, it was quite new, and the reception for us was the fact that it was something innovative for them, that they had an opportunity to learn something new.
There is a difference between my farm and the one here in the Farmer Field School. My farm was affected by pests, but as you can see, the one here is looking healthy because we applied fertilizer, pesticides, and we used quality seeds. So I have learned that proper application of fertilizer and pesticides contribute to the growth of a farm. It is also useful to plant quality seeds.
With this initiative, we expect to see transformation across the agricultural systems in the Northeast, where rural women have increased agency, increased capacities, and increased knowledge, which will enable them to enhance their resilience to the shocks due to conflict and COVID-19 and other shocks that occur in their locations. We're incredibly excited to pilot the Farmers Field Schools for women across Northeast Nigeria, and very, very proud of all of our rural women farmers.